Okay, let's take a derivative and then evaluate that derivative at an x value of 2. So in this case, we have kind of a complex looking function. What's really going on here is we have a function, a quadratic function, inside of another function, right? This is being raised to the third power. So where that's pointing us towards is using the chain rule. You really don't want to spend the time and write 3 copies of this quadratic next to each other and multiply it out. So let's simply use the chain rule. It's written over here on the right-hand side. What it tells us is we want to take the derivative of the outer function. So the outer function is the fact that it's all raised to the third power. So we can use the power rule for that part. So we can bring the 3 down in front, and then we can reduce that exponent by 1. So 3 minus 1 is going to give us a 2 for our new exponent. With that chain rule, we then copy down the inner function at this point. So the inner function is going to be that x squared plus 4x plus 7 is going to remain there. But then we have to take the derivative of the inner function and multiply it at the end. So that inner function, again, is the x squared plus 4x plus 7. We can use the power rule a couple times on this. So the power rule says you bring the exponent down in front and you reduce the exponent by 1. So 2 minus 1 is going to give us a 1 for our new exponent. You don't have to write this 1 in the exponent. It's understood. Same idea here with the 4x. Bring along the 4. Bring the exponent down in front, and then reduce the exponent by 1. So 1 minus 1 is going to give us a 0 for our new exponent. And then finally, we have this plus 7. Well, that's a constant. Constants always have a derivative of 0. Let's clean this up just a little bit before we go and plug in the 2. I would probably rewrite this as 3 times x squared plus 4x plus 7 raised to the second power. And then that last set of parentheses, all of this, we can reduce down to 2x plus 4. And I tried to show all my work as I went through this, but you can probably get to this derivative of the quadratic, get it to this form a little bit faster with a little bit of practice. Finally, what we want to do is evaluate this at 2. So to evaluate this at 2, that means we need to replace each of the x's with 2's and then take our time and simplify down. So we have 2 squared plus 4 times 2 plus 7. That's still raised to the second power, multiplied by 2 times 2 plus 4. And with a little reducing down, this shouldn't be too bad. We think this is 4 plus 8 plus 7 works out to be 19. And then that last set of parentheses, this is 4 plus 4 makes 8. We could say this is 3 times 19 squared is 361 times 8, which works out to be a very large number, 8,664. All right, hope this helps out and get you moving the right direction on the chain rule. Just remember, start with the outer function and apply the derivative rules for that first, and then keep the inner function the same. Then multiply by the derivative of the inner function. That's where the 2x plus 4 comes from. All right, hope this helps out. Good luck.